athletes now on the track. Boy, it's coming up to kind of a bang, bang, bang finish here with a lot of the stars we've been waiting to see all weekend. And right there in your picture is Irene Riggs, the Nike Cross Nationals champion, the Nike Indoor Nationals champion in the mile. And here she comes, possibly going after that high school national record in the 3,200 meters. Um, uh, she's run 9:45 indoors on the oversized track in Ohio. Uh, and now she's going to get a chance to run at Arcadia and see what she can do. The Stanford recruit standing there next to Bethany McCulloch from Air Academy in Colorado. Air Academy, of course, produced Katie Rainsberger, and we'll get this race underway and explain a little bit more about the talent that is in this field. You've got Riggs from Morgantown, West Virginia. Mihalik, which we just mentioned. Kiara O'Shea from Madison Central. She's run 16:23 already for 5,000 meters this spring. Tatum David from Richland County, Illinois. Hannah Thomsen from Montgomery in California, just above Bay Area. Isabel Allori from Liberty Common in Colorado. Abby Faith Cheeseman from the Webb School in Tennessee. Emma Stutzman from Pomona in Colorado. Peyton Godsey of Oaks Christian. Mia Prock of Niwot. Grace Shager from Glenbard North of Illinois. Lauren Subrian from Los Altos. Gianna Lopizzo from La Costa Canyon. Grace Hutchison from Buchanan. Addison Ritzenheim, the freshman at Niwot and the daughter of Dathan Ritzenheim. Evelyn Meacham from American Fort. Sydney Sundgren from Buchanan. Brooke Wilson, the Colorado cross-country state champion and NXN runner-up from Valor Christian. Kaya Brooks from Crystal Springs. Mia Kotler from Latin School of Chicago. Sydney Collier from Skyline in Washington. Tiffany Sachs of Newbury Park. Katie Kopek of Whitney. Lily Laporte from Bishop Blanchette. Ella Hagan of Summit, Colorado. Renee Searles of Alhambra. Olivia Alessandrini from Niwot. Anastasia Peters from Post Falls, Idaho. Jalen Williams from Eastlake. Brooke Hooper of Pinecrest. And Anna Peters, the younger sister of Kate Peters and teammate of Mia Brahe Pedersen at Lake Oswego in Oregon. So an amazing field assembled for the women's 3,200 meters. The boys get so much of the attention when it comes to Arcadia and the 3,200, but this field is every bit as strong as that one. And Riggs already out in front.
Well, could you just say this is NXN Part 2 all over again, just by the names that you just named off? I mean, we're talking about these athletes that we just saw back in Portland and some that we just saw in Boston and in New York. I mean, this is as good as it gets. And I was telling you earlier this week, this to me feels like either a post-Nats race from indoors or a pre-Nats race for outdoors for either Nike or New Balance. Again, Irene Riggs is really trying to set the tone here with this race right here and trying to go after the national record.
She was at 2:22 at 800 meters. Give you a sense for how fast she is going.
There's Tatum David in second, the Virginia commit. But Irene Riggs is pulling these girls through a very, very quick first couple of laps. I mean, this is a race that Irene Riggs is testing the field to see who is going to come with me. Obviously, no one has quite yet. But again, we still have 4 or 5 laps to go here in this race. And Irene Riggs is saying, guess what, America? I'm the best right now.
Well, keep in mind, you were at Brooks last year, Keenan, and you saw Dahlia Frias and Irene Riggs run basically to a dead heat in the 2 mile with 950.70 and 950.72. Riggs missing the national record there by 0.02 seconds because Frias got it that day with 950.7. And so that's, you know, Riggs has to run faster than Dahlia Frias did last year at Brooks. Frias, who was at Miracosta last year, now is a freshman at North Carolina. Riggs now with another opportunity in high school to run that fast, and she'll have more even after this, but perhaps she will get the national record tonight. Just all she needs is to PR by 300ths of a second, and she'll get that record. So big opportunity for her, and that would mean another national record joining Hanne, who earlier tonight vaulted 15 feet outdoors.
And you make it sound so easy, Doug. I mean, to go run a certain time again, knowing that it's only been accomplished one or two times in history. I mean, yes, Irene Riggs, right now the phenom, she's going to Stanford. J.J. Clark has got to stand out coming there next year. 4:48 for that first mile. I mean, what more can you say about this athlete?
If she can keep this up, she's on the way to a record, there's no doubt. And that's the challenge, because she's out there by herself. She does have a crowd there that's out there that's cheering for her, but these conditions are about as perfect as you could want, and she's motivated by that ticking clock, and I'm sure she's listening very intently to the announcer and what her splits are, and knows exactly where she needs to be.
Well, and you look at the backpack as well. There are a lot of girls on pace right now to break 10 minutes. Now, we've only had, I believe, maybe two athletes in the history of Arcadia break 10 minutes, and that was Dalia Friaz and Alexei Framesen. So could we see double the amount, perhaps maybe even more than that, break 10 minutes? Because it's at this point, it sure looks like it right now.
Riggs, the class of the field, out there ahead of this amazing field of young women in the 3200. She's at 6:03 with 3 laps to go.
And you look on the record board, there have been 5 women that have broken the 10-minute barrier. Of course, Dalia Frias, the latest back in 2022. Then it was Alexei Framesen, Claudia Lane from Malibu in 2017, Bree Oakley from Grandview, Aurora, that same exact race in 2017, Caitlin Hart from Glenbard West out of Illinois back in 2019. Right now, Riggs is running repetition. She has been running 74s, 75s. She is just a metronome right now out there on the track. And you got to imagine her future teammates, Juliet Whitaker, Rosine Willis, Riley Stewart, are watching this race right now, just cheering her on from Palo Alto, just, again, witnessing history and perhaps one of the greatest high school athletes we will see right here on our screens right now.
Irene Riggs now 50 meters in the lead, and coming up on 2 laps to go, running for the possibility of going under 9:50, which would be a new national high school record.
She's going to need to run a 2:28 if she wants to dip under that 9:50 barrier. Fell off a little bit on that lap. See if she starts to pick it up here. She ran a 77 on that 2,400 meter lap.
Riggs, as she did at Nike Cross Nationals, pulling out way into the lead and finding it within herself to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until she gets to the finish line. Showing an incredible strength. And, you know, after Caitlin Toohey came up through North Rockland, you wondered when we would see someone, you know, as successful in these distance races. And you're looking at it right here, Irene Riggs, also a member of that USA U20 bronze medal team in the World Cross Country Championships in Australia.
Well, and you just see down moving just in the second place. That's Hanne Thomsen of Montgomery, only a sophomore. She had herself quite the fall season and was second at New Balance Indoor Nationals in the 2-mile, ran 10:07. She's on pace to see if she can dip under the 10-minute barrier, but another 77 by Irene Riggs here. It's going to be very close to see if she can dip under that 950 barrier and go for a national record.
She's going to need to kick. She's going to need to kick a bit and speed up on this final lap. Over 9 minutes now on the backstretch. A quick peek over her shoulder. She may be feeling the hot early pace, and she's got to hold it together now for 200 more meters.
Meet record for most athletes under 10 minutes is 2. That was back in 2017. Can we get 3 girls, which is less than 150 meters to go? We already got one with Irene Riggs. That's a guarantee right here. Hanne Thomsen, perhaps. But then right there in third, that's Isabel Allori from Liberty Common. And here comes the rest of the field as well.
Here comes Riggs. She might not get under 950. Looks like she's going to be slightly over, but another tremendous effort, and it's a meet record, 952.67 for Irene Riggs. And there you saw a big wave of girls hit the tape under 10 minutes. That had to be 5 or 6 or 7.
Again, I just said there was only 2 girls in one race in 2017 that have gone under 10 minutes. Did we just see 7 girls go under 10 minutes? Was this the greatest girls 3200 preps race of all time?
Might have been the deepest. Let's wait till we see the results come up on the board. But Irene Riggs takes down the Dalia Frias meet record set last year with 9:52. She is now the fastest in the 3200 ever at Arcadia.
And Hanne Thomsen, props to the sophomore, 9:55. Doug, we got to know what the sophomore record is for that one.
Okay, down in the D zone over here by the scoreboard, I have Irene Riggs. Irene 9:52.67.
As you can see Irene Riggs right there, just breaking a record that has been held for only a year, I guess, by Dalia Frias. I mean, just ran confident throughout that race, like she does in all her races throughout her senior season. There's no question. Right now, she is as confident as ever as a competitor.
(9:52.67) for Irene Riggs. And she's now the only runner with 2 of the all-time top 10 3200s. Hanne Thomsen second in 9:55.31. That also was under the meet record set last year by Dalia Frias.
9 girls. Are you kidding me? 9 girls under 10 minutes.